What's up, everybody? We got 922 Big Wrench. We got Lisa. We got Randy. Who else we got in here? Smoky Mountain.
Oh yeah, there's a few. They weren't waiting on you to start the conversation today.
No, they just went ahead and said the hell with it. We getting on with it.
Right? Hey, we're earlier than usual.
Yeah,
We usually start about 6:10, 6:15.
yeah.
What's up, Greenwell? Catch fish with us?
Oh, yep. No news today at all. Just a
Not at
boring show.
all.
Nothing to show here.
Hey, V. Thanks
No,
for coming in, everybody.
we ain't got
So,
we don't have a new video coming out tonight.
Oh, oh, there's Jeremy. He's in the chat.
Ah, you sneaky dog.
what's up, Creo? So what's everybody been up to this weekend? I know you hit the water this weekend, John.
Testing, bro. Testing.
Testing. Like a
Yep.
math test?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I had to do my math test with wildlife and fisheries to make sure I could calculate weight and girth and all that with
Uh,
the length, and down here we got to do that. They kind of don't want to give you your fishing license if you don't do that. They only do that to old folk though.
they want to know if you can see straight.
So,
What's up, real and virtual?
so now
Troy,
y'all know what y'all got to look for when y'all start getting older.
Yeah, what's
Jody.
them water temperatures like? If Greenwell's been fishing,
It depends
it's cold up
on
there.
it depends on where you was at on the river. It was ranging 49, wasn't it? 49 to 52, depending on where you was at.
Oh, you weren't too bad.
What's up,
No,
Crappie Bay?
and 60 foot of water, 55, 60 foot of water, it was 49. But when I got in 112 to 117, it was 52 to 53.
Yep.
It's actually not bad for this time of the year.
Ah, that's not bad.
No.
It's almost warmed back up after the ice.
Well, just think about it. We're going to be 80 degrees next week.
Yeah. We're gonna go
Oh,
from John's gonna have record snow and ice at his house, and then this month he's gonna have record high temperatures in February.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a little dusting today, about an inch of snow.
Keep it up there.
I figured you guys want more. It's only
No.
February.
Oh
No.
yeah.
No. We
Shoot, I
want
think
we
Because I know Tank and Creo want to break out an air a fan boat. Go
yeah. Well,
riding
I
in the
think
fan
we
boat in the
fished.
snow.
Me and Jeremy's fished our last fishing trip in the old boat.
Really?
It's going up to the shop for consignment soon.
yeah,
Catch
but
fish with us. Said a lot of cold water headed you guys' way from
yeah,
Ohio.
it'll warm up a good bit before we get it though.
Yeah. What's the temperature in Ohio? The water temps like? Bet it's less than 50.
What's up, Stan?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Like Greenwell said, when the ice melts and the snow off the roads, the road salt gets into the water and messes the fish up.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem.
No.
37 degrees. Can you catch a bumping fish in 37-degree water?
The only way you'll know is if you try it.
I'd have to drive a long way to find that kind of water.
Well, I ain't driving that far.
Right. What's up, Guerrero?
Yes, indeed. But yeah, it worked out good, Lance.
That's a good thing. What's up, Nubbies?
I think is that Mississippi on a drop or something? What was it doing for you?
It's actually rising.
Again?
Yeah, we're gonna come back up to 20.
Ah, no.
And caught the perfect gizzard shad in one cast. One cast, and still come home and put 4 in a bag and put 7 bags in the freezer.
Wow.
That hole was just right.
Danny. Danny said he's listening while he's eating.
Needs both hands.
Danny's eating fried fish. Whole fry.
Yeah, we ate some leftovers before going live. I made some Mexican cornbread last night for dinner.
Ooh.
Just ate some leftovers.
Hey, buddy.
Ooh, buddy.
But what do you think about it, Tank?
I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to ask about it. I keep stalling.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait then. Nobody's curious. We won't worry about it then.
I know. Apparently, nobody wants to see more information. Nobody's even asking.
Yeah.
I can delete the video. Nobody cares.
$922. Oh, Bobby.
Yeah, Nancy.
Bobby Stephanie said you gotta wait.
Yeah, I know Stan's been waiting because while I was editing it, I popped into his live earlier today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look. Somebody asks, any info on the new products? Well, it just so happens,
it does work good.
Since you're asking, look, I'll put it up to Lance and he can share it whenever he wants.
Yeah.
There may be information.
Think they ought to wait a little bit?
I can wait a little more. Just a little more.
Bobby Stephanie ain't mad at you. She said you just gotta wait like the rest.
Stan, new products, you say?
Yeah, there's a
Greenweld, what's today isn't for bumping, but we do. Jeremy, I think Jeremy told you last week, come see us at CatCon. We will have something to show you. Something very interesting. You'll want to see that. That will be Ancient Mariner side, but you'll want to come see us.
Yep. It's going to be, CatCon's going to be interesting.
It'll be interesting just because we'll all be there.
CatCon, I don't know what they're getting this year.
I need to find that map of CatCon so people know where to find us.
Yeah.
Come through the front door, take a right. If you know where Steve Douglas is at, you're going to find us.
Stan's starting to have some very pointed questions over here.
What? Who, Stan?
Stan said he's guessing the new product is going to help people fight big catfish.
Just a little bit.
Yep, it's a pair of brass knuckles. You'll fight real good.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, what I've done, Stan, is I came up with a new style glove that you can feel the fish really good when you grab him in the mouth, but yet and still it's really thin, it's really light, but that fish, there's no way he can skin your hand, but if he gets in a gator roll, he'll break it.
We got inspiration from golfing gloves, you know, like you wear when you drive.
Yeah.
But this is for your rod.
Yeah. It's an interesting new glove.
Yep.
Well, it comes with a glove.
I think Lance can pull up the new gloves video now so we can reveal that.
Yeah, you're as anxious as anybody else.
Ooh.
Right?
Wait, do I hit this play button? How does that work?
I don't know. You'll figure it out sooner or later. I guess everybody will wait around till you get it figured out.
You notice chat stops when it comes up. They're ready for it, and then I'm just going to stall.
You don't want me trying to do it because I shut the live down.
All right. All right, I hit it now.
Danny said he had to stop eating because we're full of crap.
All right, here it is for the first time. We're very excited to announce. Y'all see the RCT right here. This is the River Cats Tackle brand J&S Signature Series Catfish Rods. We've been working on this for a long time. We've got months and months and months of research into this, picking out the best materials that we could possibly source, but still give you a great rod at a great budget price. So this is what you get when you order one. Nice rod sleeve here. So let's unravel it, see what we got. Okay. First thing you'll notice, nice heavy duty double nutted reel seat. Got a really nice big relief cut. You can see the color of blank underneath that reel seat. Nice rubber grips, both on the butt and the forearm. Non-slip. That way this rod ain't gonna go nowhere no matter what's on your hands. And look at this color. This is one of two of the vintage color designs that we went with. This is a nice deep forest green. You got these dark red accents on the guides. And depending on how the light hits it, it'll actually shift colors just a little bit of a chameleon effect. So really, really beautiful depending on what light you got going on. But the best part and the most interesting part of this design is the acid wrapped design on the guide layout. I'm gonna try to do this where y'all can see it. But if you look down this camera, you'll notice that the guides have a twisting motion to it. Okay, what we've done here with this acid wrapping, this is proven saltwater technology that we've now brought to the catfishing world. Nobody else has done this yet. Really, really excited to offer this new rod to y'all. So we've got it in this, like I said, this color combination with the green and the red. And the other combination that we chose, again, kind of going with a vintage feel for the colors, is this beautiful copper colored rod with the blue accents. Beautiful, beautiful looking rod. Like I said, whenever the sun hits this, it's going to go into different shades. Looks great in the light. Over the course of many, many months, we sat down and chose the absolute best blend of high quality materials to give you the best of everything that we could possibly provide for the price. Strength, durability, flexibility, lightweight, and sensitivity, all packaged in this one beautiful rod. One of the key design features that we put into this rod that nobody offers on the catfishing market is this acid wrapped guide design. Now, folks, y'all may ask yourselves, why in the world do we want a rod with the guides that look like that? Well, it's very simple. When you're fighting these big fish, because of the layout of the guides, the line will always be pulling directly down on this blank. Therefore, you don't have the twist, you don't have the torquing in your hands while fighting these big fish. Drastically reduces the angler's fatigue of the hands and grip strength with zero sacrifices to casting distance. So you're going to have the longevity and the endurance to fight these big fish in these tough conditions without wearing yourself out. Designed by catfishermen for catfishermen. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all hands on these. Y'all come see us at CatCon. We gonna have these at the booth. Y'all come put your hands on them. Come talk to us. Very excited to offer this to y'all.
Man, I think John's trying not to cry.
John looks
Here
like a
she
proud
is.
grandpa.
I was when I was using it.
There she is.
Ooh. Seeing we
Well,
had Antoine Head come in.
so John has this weekend been on the water with it.
Yeah.
What's up, Nate?
Yep, John has fish on that
Yeah.
rod.
I was in some pretty decent current, 31-pound blue. And I actually had Tank on video call at the time the fish was on. And he can verify that I was standing there with one finger on that foregrip of that rod while that fish was doing his thing, and that rod stayed straight. And I had the rod leaned to the side, not straight up.
And I could see on the live that the fish was rolling. You know how when it's, and John had it with his index finger. He put a second finger whenever the fish would pull a little harder, but he wouldn't grab it. He would just let it sit.
It makes a world of difference. That it does. I mean, there's no twisting in it. There's no, when the fish, he can do whatever he wants. That rod's going to stay straight. And you ain't got to literally sit there and put a good grip on it to keep the rod from wanting to turn on you. It's going to stay straight.
As you'd expect anything from River Cat's tackle, every material in the rod from tip to butt is the highest quality stuff he could find.
What's up, Mike Irvin?
And I mean, it works great.
Yep, there are stories. If anybody here that's familiar with like deeper water, say some grouper jigging, stuff like that for those big fish, this is where the spiral acid wrap was designed for, is for people to handle those kinds of fish. Exactly, with reduced grip strength, much less fatigue. I even saw a story where it was their mother-in-law that wanted to catch a giant fish with them, but she had a broken wrist, so he bought an acid wrap rod for that. It helps so much that even if you have a weakened wrist, it will help. Not just the acid wrapping, the rod itself, the blank.
It's quality.
The combination of strength and sensitivity is insane.
It's sensitive enough to feel the small fish or see the small fish hit, but yet and still is capable of casting 20 to 30 ounces of lead.
When he says capable, we did it in his yard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Lots of benefits to that design. Like Creole said in the video, John didn't invent a new idea. He just, how can I say, John had the guts to bring it to catfishing.
That's it.
Yeah. Cross it over from the salt water into the
Well, I mean, look, not everyone is young.
Yeah.
And even some of you younger guys, man, some of them, like us, man, we all come up working hard. You got stuff on your body that don't work worth a flip no more. And it depends on your line of work. It could be your elbow, it could be your wrist. I mean, it could be anything that can reduce the strength in that hand to hold them rods,
Mm-hmm. Yep. And even if you're, young and a strong bodybuilder, you're just fine. It still makes it's just more comfortable and easy to fight the fish. When you're not fighting your rod. John, are we giving exact specs on what's in it yet?
Not yet. Do I need to put it on a rod, make a quick video, right? Put it on a scale, make a quick video, right quick, and send it to you, Tank?
You could probably point your laptop down if you wanted to.
Man, you gonna make me screw something up.
Yep.
Let's see. Give me a minute.
Yep, that's the one thing we're holding for now. That's what I figured is when we fully release it, which will be very soon because at CatCon it will be for sale. It's just before then, when before then will it be fully released? By then, everything will be known as typical. We don't really hide anything.
Randy said he's looking forward to putting it in his hands at CatCon.
They are 7'6".
Yeah.
And they are labeled as medium heavy. And they are, I think some people would almost call it a heavy. It's on it's on the stronger end, definitely the stronger end of medium heavy. It's a stout boy.
Right. It's strong, but it's still sensitive enough to catch the lightest bites.
The material specifically in the tip is just the most sensitive thing you can find.
Yeah.
It's a combination of things that it's not just like we picked a material. It's a combination of many factors that give it strength, durability, and sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
Parker, you're absolutely right. That was something I know you know. Gator gar guys, sturgeon guys, the redfish people.
Yep,
There's a
Parker.
lot of people that will like they go after just monster creatures, even if it's a fish or not.
Tank, when I waited the first time, I was a little bit off. Let's see.
Randy said his dad needs lighter rods. His dad may need one.
Yep, Creel gave in the chat about as much information as we'll say for now about the exact makeup of the rod. But that's not the end of the story on how good the materials are.
No.
Oh, if I want to get Stan started, I'll start talk about food.
That is a 2-hour fight fish.
Let's see. Okay, so I didn't look at the video yet. Do I need to just full screen and post that video, John?
Doesn't matter.
I don't
What's
know.
up, Fresno?
It's a video of something we can post on the internet.
Well, yeah, it ain't me in no banana hammock or nothing like that. I mean,
I'm just checking because I didn't actually watch it yet before I sent it to Lance.
no, it's good.
Always have to ask with you, what is this? Never answer the phone when either John or Spyron calls you. Don't answer it on speaker if you're in a crowd.
Yeah.
Because there's never, you never know what's coming out.
Usually when I call them, the first thing I say is, "Hey, I'm riding with Mom and I'm on speaker." And like, oh, okay. All right, let's see. What is it showing good for y'all? What we got here? You can almost see there where that rod goes from like purple to green to yellow depending on the light. It's wild. You're absolutely right. That was something I know you know.
There you go.
Okay, so it's leaned against the wall.
Yep.
And I'll just pause it somewhere. Is it 10.08 or 10.8? That's pretty light. You're not lifting up on that rod above the video, are you?
You what?
I know you're not.
What?
You're lifting on it. Your hands ain't that steady to lift on it that smoothly.
You know that.
Do it. That's I'd do like look very closely if y'all can see on the live.
Yeah, Parker. It come close to holding him, but it definitely be a fight though. I think he'd get the bait before he got the hook. The chicken,
Yeah. Tell you what, when I was throwing it, you know when it's nice and muddy outside, the lead sinks in the ground. So we were doing that and doing like we were fighting a big fish.
Yeah.
I was like, I got some power. Woof. See, but yeah, when you look here, like this view, you see how much it goes from light to dark and it kind of changes hues.
Yeah.
Like here, it's not just shadows. The
no.
rod It changes color. It looks insane in person. See here, you can see some blue and purple in it.
It's 10.
Yep. Was it 10 eyes?
10.
Oop.
It's got 10 on it, Randy.
I was about to post my Facebook everywhere. That's dangerous.
Yeah. Now, Stan, if you want to get on panel, get on panel.
Yeah, how about Stan or somebody that doesn't know the secrets that's got questions to ask.
Let's see.
12 green ones. That's a lot. And I tell you what, I know he ain't saying the price yet. I don't know if he's 100% made up his mind even yet, but it could be way more affordable than what you would think a rod like that would be.
You know what that average rod cost on the saltwater side?
Oh Lord, I think it's 200 when you get into those.
240 and up.
Yeah.
I think the medium starts out at like 240 in the 240 range. And it just goes up from there. But it does. They do. They fight a fish really well. Landon kicked his own self out.
Yep. All right, it's me and you now, John.
Yeah. Now we can have fun. We got rid of him.
Yeah, and I think John has one sitting next to him right there.
Which color?
Oh, you got both.
Yeah, I got both.
You must sleep with those right now.
No, but I did enjoy the hell out of them Saturday though. That's for sure. But what a lot of these guys don't know, I fished with them for 8 years until we started selling Ancient Mariner. And now
Randy. Oh, Parker. That's a big statement now. You be careful. Yep. Yep. Whenever they are not officially for sale, and I know they're not on the website as of right now, but everybody will know.
Parker, you're gonna be happy with it. Trust me. And there's even considerations and thoughts of a 10-footer.
Yeah. As far as how they affect casting,
None.
at minimum, zero effect, possibly makes it better.
Look, y'all know I use. Well, I got a Ancient Mariner 6000. I've had it on the carbon rod, and I've had it on our rod. I'll outcast that carbon rod.
In the video you saw, that was my personal Ancient Mariner 6000 with some 65-pound braid. That's what's on my 10-footer. I took it off my 10-footer and put it on that rod.
That Jeremy don't like.
And Jeremy hates braid. And I'm not sure if my 10-footer can outcast that new rod. It was...
No, Cody, they don't start at 240. No, sir. I was saying in the
Hours?
saltwater
No.
industry.
No. I'll tell you, you're going to take at least 100 off of that. I'll tell you, I don't know. I'm not going to say the exact. Maybe that was too soon for John, but it's way cheaper than that for us.
Yeah.
Compared to, let's see, how can I say, John? Compared to competitors' top end rods, it will probably be the cheapest of all their top end rods.
Yeah. That's
in
like
the catfishing.
That's like if you got. What helps with the asset wrap a lot too is if you're in tight quarters, you're in a tight position, and you don't have much room to what you say overhead cast. This rod here with that design on it, you can cast it just as far with a side cast as you can with an overhead. That's the good part about it. It's a versatile rod.
Yeah. And I didn't realize John's, and I have a clip of John doing it. I didn't put it in this video, but
Hey,
the
Randy,
next time we're live, I'm going to put it. John says that for side casting, it's even better.
Randy, when we get to CatCon, I don't mind taking a chance on popping somebody in the head in the parking lot or anything like that. Ask Danny. He'll tell you what I was doing in Memphis.
Yep. Creole and John will both have their personal test models at CatCon, so you can, do what you need to do to see the quality. And at CatCon, they will be for sale. What's in deliberation, I think, if John wants to specify, I don't know, is how much before that they'll be on sale elsewhere or pre-order or whatever he does.
Yeah, we'll. I'll make a post on the Facebook page and.
Yeah, because you have to finish getting in all the shipments. You have to, we've got marketing things. There's a bunch of little details that delay things.
We just wanted to make sure that we got it to y'all this week, therefore y'all can get your eyes on it and ask questions about it.
Yep.
But
it's definitely a in the hand. You can feel this, like this thing is made to.
Yeah.
This thing's made to reel in a trophy.
Yeah, it's going to surprise you. The strength of it and the weight of it is what's going to get you.
But still extremely sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What was the smallest fish you caught yesterday, John?
About 6 pounds. And
on a slow bad bite.
But I did have one just sit there and just nibble the bait off. I mean, all you could do is that pole would do this, it'd go and stop, and stop.
So can you confidently say all that strength and zero sacrifice and sensitivity?
Yeah, it doesn't affect it. It's still got the sensitivity you need for a small fish.
Hey, well, fishing. Thanks for coming in.
The thing is that from what Saturday, with all the fishing I've done Saturday, you know how you got your line out. If you see a piece of trash, hit the line, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
When the water's high, we get a good bit of trash when the water's high. Most of our trash is under. You don't see.
Yeah.
It's mainly grass and little small limbs and twigs and things like that. You could actually see that rod when a piece of that grass would hit it, that rod would go. Once that grass pulled on it a little bit and it pops loose, that rod go. So, I mean, it's got good sensitivity.
Yeah, I really like where the backbone and everything engages on it. At one point, this isn't on film. We were just testing for ourselves. Jeremy had the rod in his hand, and I had the weight in my hand, like off the end of the line. I was about 50 foot in front of him, running back and forth, yanking on it, while he would hold it with one finger to see if the rod would roll. Okay, I was walking back and forth. I wasn't running.
It's going to take, it takes a lot to make the rod twist.
Yeah.
A lot. That's the advantages of having them guides spiral wrapped to the bottom, because when you got that guide on top and that line pulls on it to the side, it can roll that rod one way or the other, depending on how hard it pulls. With the guide to the bottom, I mean, he'd have to come straight up out of the water and fly through the air to the side in order to put any pressure on the side pull to make it twist.
Jeremy did. He basically faced looking dead to my right, and I was pulling at like a 90-degree angle, and he still was holding it with just a couple fingers.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't realize it, but it does. It dramatically reduces that twist and that wrist.
And John knows. I'll admit, me, and I'll say Creole too, because I know him too. When John showed us spiral acid wrapping, we're like, "You've got to be kidding me! What is this?" He gave us one of them old custom rods. We used it before the new rod was designed, and we were convinced.
Like I said, it's a new concept to the catfishing world. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we'll go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, everybody ought to know by now, I don't give up easy.
Ooh. So is this not the... Are you saying this is not a one-off rod?
Oh, no.
The signature series may have more.
And you see how it says series? Series is there for a reason.
It's a product line reveal.
That's
more
right.
than just a singular rod.
That's right, because there's more to come.
That's the bigger, not so hidden news.
Yep. There's going to be more to come.
Yep. Some people want longer rods. Some people might say it's too stiff. Some people might really love the blink, but just still don't like acid wrap. You never know.
Right. But I think everybody, once they see it, get it in their hands, and they use it, I think they'll love it.
There's the only downside to acid wrap rod is whoever's putting the guides on has to be very skilled and know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's harder to do, and that labor makes it slightly more expensive to do. And sadly, you know, companies across the country, not just fishing everybody, that's an easy cost save is, well, if we just put the guide straight, it costs a little bit less in labor to make the rod.
Randy, if you want, you can get with me after the show and we can discuss bass hooks. Might be something that'll benefit you in the long run. Because I'm not going to lie to you, Randy. I don't know jack about bass hooks.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of bass hooks, too. What's up, Spiron?
Spiron's here.
Yep. He must have made it home from his pops.
Hey.
That's a crazy fellow.
Don't answer his calls on speaker.
None of them. But yeah, it's going to benefit a lot in a lot of ways, man. But I can tell you this much: if you're drunk, don't try to string it up.
That it it still throws me off to string it up. It's like, oh, no, I didn't twist it. Wait, I twisted it wrong. Like, oh my god, it's not hard to string up. It just kind of throws you off when you end up upside down.
Yeah. It's new. It's different to a lot of the catfish guys. I mean, with me, it doesn't bother me because I've used them before.
Yeah.
How about the colors, John? How'd you come up with that?
Actually, how them colors came about was this group of guys that helps out River Cats Tackle with promoting their product and using their product. It was all done with a group chat, and everybody in the chat chose these colors because, hey, we want to go different with it. You know, I mean, we could have went with the flashy colors. We could have done the same concept on everything as everybody else, but have we ever done anything the same as anybody else? Nope. So we changed it.
Parker's used it offshore before.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. It's known.
Yeah.
Well,
It's known in the saltwater.
Go to Google and type in acid wrap fishing rod. There's decades and decades
of saltwater.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing. Nobody wanted to bring that into the catfish industry and take the chance. Well, along come this dumbass.
I was looking today. I saw an article that possibly the original acid wrap rod, before it was called that, was from like 1909, and they named it after somebody else. So it goes back a long, for sure. The 50s and 60s, saltwater used it a lot. It's technically an old technology, just something that catfishing has never done.
Can you see them in the dark?
They're not glow in the dark. They do not glow in the dark. But if you want, I can show you, give you a half-ass idea of what it would look like.
You have a black light? Typically the type of paint you have to use to make it glow in the dark makes the rod fade over time.
Yeah.
That was a design choice to go with longer, like lifetime quality versus the glow in the dark.
There you go, Tank. Let's see what I can do here. Test it. Yeah. Let me turn this other light off.
Let me put him on solo real quick.
Yeah, John's setting the mood lighting.
Hey, wait, man. I got plenty of other colors. Can you see it, Tank? Trying to get it to where it don't show a shadow. See, it's not designed to glow.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's not. But I'm gonna tell you, in person, it looks different.
But the quality of the paint and all will last longer because they don't glow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, name a brand. If it's a popular glow in the dark rod, name one, and look at it a year later. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
What's up, Stan?
What's up? What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
We didn't do them to glow in the dark.
Yeah. We just went straight old school.
What'd you say, Stan?
Wow. What a great idea. I
you ain't right. Parker, I hate to cut you off, Stan, but Parker, you ain't right.
Well, we all know that.
Yeah.
Parker
You know,
never
what's
gets comments highlighted. You can't do it.
you got to read it all the way through first a couple times just to make sure. You know, it's like that Forrest. It's like the Forrest Gump. Parker's like a box of chocolates. You never know
Yeah.
what you're gonna get.
You ain't never lying with that one. Not even in person.
Heck no.
But
Do you think it is on here? It's not bad.
yeah.
But
What's your reactions here? I want to know what you think.
What a great idea. You know, it combines the best of a couple different worlds.
And be honest. Don't you be a friend.
Oh no, hey, that's one thing I will be. If it's you know, obviously I haven't got to hold it yet or see it, but I know the whole purpose. I used to do, you know, a lot of saltwater fishing and stuff, and I know the whole purpose with the spiral wrap, and it is basically putting the best benefits of a spinning rod where the eyes are on the bottom, which keeps that line straight and gives you that with the durability and the strength of a casting reel and a casting rod. So it's so important with that twist, with that line, with the where you're fighting. If you look at a big fish fight on a normal casting rod, the line is not curving with the rod. It's going straight from eye to eye and then down. So it's not a smooth circle. Whereas if the eyes are on the bottom on a spinning rod, it's a circle. The line bends with the rod with the eyes.
yeah.
And
What's up, Johnny Small Pepper?
you know, when you first look at it, what's up, John? And when you first look at it, you know, you think, what in the world? How could you cast with that? But I actually think that I don't think it hampers casting at all, and it may even make it more accurate of a cast.
To me, I've used them more than most of y'all, but to me, it benefits you more on the casting.
Yeah, I think so. And you know, there's a reason why they use it in saltwater. There's a reason why they use it on the bigger fish. There's a reason for that. So, you know, I think it's a great idea.
That twist.
Yeah, I've actually, the only thing I was going to send a video. I've seen a couple of people that have taken the saltwater rods with that the spiral wrap, the spiral eyes, and they've taken some of the saltwater rods, the high dollar saltwater rods, for like big wells catfish and things like that. I saw a couple videos that I was going to send John the other day, and it's just been a crazy week for me. But yeah, I think not only does it help, I think it also helps with line twist. I think it helps. You know, just my opinion. I haven't got to use this particular one yet, and I didn't use it a lot, but I have had some experience with them with saltwater, and you know, it just not only does it eliminate the twist of the fish pulling that, but it's a lot less. I think it's a lot less stress on the rod itself too.
Yeah, and with the stress, like what Spyron said in the chat, because when he says it's physics, he's a professional at that kind of stuff. That the way it twists uses it, he can because he's been on the phone with me, and I know John's been there for hours at night explaining the physics of it, of how it uses every millimeter of that blank properly. Therefore making everything stronger. I know I can't explain the physics of it, but
yeah,
if y'all want to learn some physics about how to make rods, like get Spyron on a live, but you better set aside 6 hours because he's got some stuff to teach you.
yeah. But that's, you know, hey, you got to bring something different to it, you know.
Extra backbone really lets you bring the heavier weight. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, 20 ounces that's easy.
I would feel absolutely comfortable suspending 20, 25 ounces. I think even 30.
Yeah,
off
Guerrero,
that
I
rod.
seen that.
Man, and that paired with the albatross reel.
Man,
And some other thing.
I was gonna say.
Uh,
I
I
mean,
didn't say anything.
okay,
We're gonna-
okay.
We're gonna have
Even
to get Miss Stephanie
a
and get some
fan,
duct tape for John.
a nice pin will go good on it. A nice abu, like
There you go. There.
whoever you're a fan of, the
Uh,
rod will help out.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rod will help out the reel with the strength of it.
Yeah, by a bunch.
yeah, you got a point there, Parker. I don't know if Jeremy and Tank remember how to cast.
Oh wow.
I spent my whole life bank catfishing. Jeremy's boat was the first time I could get it out of a boat.
Hey, Parker, you know me. I'll run down the river and jam it up on the bank and cast out.
Oh, he wants to know when we guys are gonna use the proper reels, open face, not the level wind. I think is what he's talking about there.
That's what
Yeah.
he's talking
Oh yeah, he talking about, man.
He has told me that many times that he doesn't understand why cat fishermen insist on having level winds for anchor fishing. And
well,
from his explanation, because he's so good at that stuff, he kind of convinces me, and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense.
Look,
I've
used the jigger, and
Yep. Jigger is.
it's pretty neat.
That
Yeah.
thing's a beast. I've caught
I
a
mean,
couple catfish with it.
That's what scares people. They ain't got that level wind. Bring that line, guide that line back in. It's not hard. I mean, you use your thumb, just go back and forth. And that's it.
I mean, anybody knows that level wind and the tall is some of the first things to break.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Hello, pen reels. Pen reels. Just saying.
But I mean, look, after a few runs of using it, and
That's
it comes natural to use that thumb.
You know what? Creel's got it right there. Jeremy's got it. My laziness trumps common sense when it comes to level winds. Dan, Goober Time Guide Service there, Dan, he has some straight open face reels like that. And I've, you know what? You get on the fish and I'm just so used to the dang level wind. I guess like once you get used to it, and if that's all you're using, it'll be second nature, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's not hard at all.
But you want to talk about casting distance, everything else.
See, that ass got an answer for everything too, don't it?
Yeah.
He'd be lazy
Open
using
face are just so strong.
Yeah, you might as well use electric reels.
All right. Well, is that Spyron saying he's going to come out with the Catfish Edition electric anchoring reel?
Goodness gracious.
I have to not joke with Spyron about that because he'll pop up one day and be like, "Hey, look, I designed it," and I'm like,
"Yeah, it's like it's like that old expression. What's the best way to get something done? Tell me I can't do it."
Yeah.
You know that Jeremy's been saying that the past couple of weeks. It's one of the best descriptions of Spyron.
Yep, there you go.
That's about as bad as that joke. Why'd the chicken cross the road, Stan?
Why's that?
To prove to the possum he could make it.
We've got these suicidal, speaking of that, just made me remember, we've got these suicidal squirrels on this other block over here. Every single time you go through there, there's at least 2 or 3 squirrels that get in the road, and they're like, I'm going to go this way. Nope, I'm going, and it's the same stretch of road every single time. And they're back and forth. It's like, oh my goodness.
catch fish with us, we'll have some 7/6 spinning rods at CatCon.
Yeah, and how about those left-handed Ancient Mariner reels, John?
He's asking.
Dad joke.
Put that in the chat. What do you have available in left-handed?
What's up, Creek?
Hey, Creech, that ain't a dad joke. That's old people stuff.
I've been known to tell a dad joke or two.
Not
What happens?
no left hand in the current lineup for Ancient Mariner.
What happens to a fish when he swims too fast?
What?
What happens to a fish when he swims too fast? He gets a ticket from the police officer. The police officer. Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay.
I've got some more if anybody wants them.
Whew, please don't.
No, I can switch to the sturgeon story if we want to do that. But
Tank is the youngest one in this group right now, and this is kind of screwing with him.
yeah. Well, Tank, I got to give you a lot of credit. You're probably the newest one of the group with YouTube. What a great job you've been doing with helping the channel out Creole catfishing.
Oh, thank you.
The videos, the helping out with River Cats Tackle, the videos that you've been doing with that, and just the presence online, like knowing earlier to build the drama up, to keep everybody waiting until people are asked. That takes experience, or
that was a lot of John. Don't worry,
it's
John
something
knows how to tease.
But great job. I wanted to tell you that.
We don't have to break the bad news to you, but everybody's saying no. And you want to hear the Sheds Unplugged stand.
Well, hey, can't blame me for trying. Can't blame me. Oh no, a bathroom. What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, guys.
Just a tiny tidbit, Stan. The reason, like in my editing, I do things differently is because I watch a lot of YouTube and Twitch and other channels in the gaming community because I'm a PC gamer a lot.
Awesome, cool.
That's where I'll get a lot of inspiration from that. So when I bring ideas to catfishing, it's like, oh, it's a brand new idea, and I'm like, I've been knowing that for 20 years in gaming.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome.
You want to pull that video up one more time, Andrew?
Probably
Let me
Day
pull it up
Darren.
again. It never left my screen.
Look, Probably Day Darren said, if you ever get lost in the woods, follow a possum, you'll be in the middle of the road.
Ain't no kidding.
That's a good one.
Here we go. Let's show this one more time.
That got me laughing. That was a great joke. That was good.
When Stan's done laughing at us, we can play the video.
By all means. I'm a guest, please. With a special twist.
The twist. I gotta tell you something.
Uh-oh.
You see this spot on the JNS? You notice it looks a little different than the rest of it? The JNS, I don't know if you can see my mouse right there, the actual JNS.
Uh-huh.
That is actually Miss Stephanie's signature.
Oh, that's cool.
That was put onto the rod. That is her handwriting.
Well, there you go. And as it should be.
Okay, sorry. That's just it's one of those details. Proceed.
All right, here it is for the first time. We're very excited to announce. Y'all see the RCT right here. This is the River Cats Tackle brand J&S Signature Series Catfish rods. We've been working on this for a long time. We've got months and months and months of research into this, picking out the best materials that we could possibly source, but still give you a great rod at a great budget price. So this is what you get when you order one. Nice rod sleeve here. So let's unravel it, see what we got.
What's up, Mark?
Okay.
Catfish crappie out there.
First thing you'll notice, nice heavy duty double nutted reel seat. Got a really nice big relief cut. You can see the color of blank underneath that reel seat. Nice rubber grips, both on the butt and the forearm. Non-slip. That way this rod ain't gonna go nowhere no matter what's on your hands. And look at this color. This is one of two of the vintage color designs that we went with. This is a nice deep forest green. You got these dark red accents on the guides. And depending on how the light hits it, it'll actually shift colors just a little bit of a chameleon effect. So really, really beautiful depending on what light you got going on. But
Hey,
the
Mark.
best part and the most interesting part of this design is the acid wrapped design on the guide layout. I'm gonna try to do this where y'all can see it. But if you look down this camera, you'll notice that the guides have a twisting motion to it. Okay, what we've done here with this acid wrapping, this is proven saltwater technology that we've now brought to the catfishing world. Nobody else has done this yet. Really, really excited to offer this new rod to y'all. So we've got it in this, like I said, this color combination with the green and the red. And the other combination that we chose, again, kind of going with a vintage feel for the colors, is this beautiful copper colored rod with the blue accents. Beautiful, beautiful looking rod. Like I said, whenever the sun hits this, it's going to go into different shades. Looks great in the light. Over the course of many, many months, we sat down and chose the absolute best blend of high quality materials to give you the best of everything that we could possibly provide for the price. Strength, durability, flexibility, lightweight, and sensitivity, all packaged in this one beautiful rod. One of the key design features that we put into this rod that nobody offers on the catfishing market is this acid wrapped guide design. Now, folks, y'all may ask yourselves, why in the world do we want a rod with the guides that look like that? Well, it's very simple. When you're fighting these big fish, because of the layout of the guides, the line will always be pulling directly down on this blank. Therefore, you don't have the twist, you don't have the torquing in your hands while fighting these big fish. Drastically reduces the angler's fatigue of the hands and grip strength with zero sacrifices to casting distance. So you're going to have the longevity and the endurance to fight these big fish in these tough conditions without wearing yourself out. Designed by cat fishermen for cat fishermen. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all hands on these. Y'all come see us at CatCon. We gonna have these at the booth. Y'all come put your hands on them. Come talk to us. Very excited to offer this to y'all.
What's up, Mark?
Awesome job, awesome job. The only problem with that is the cameraman. The cameraman.
Yeah, the cameraman needs one of them nice gimbals to not shake his money. You want to donate it?
Well, once I get my first one.
However, you see that DJI mic on his chest? This is the first video anybody's heard use that thing.
Very good. Yeah, crystal clear video. I mean, audio. Awesome.
They are And it was windy that day. Notice his feet was shaking. That was in wind.
What's up, Randy
That's
Brown?
great. Yeah, that's the stuff I'm talking about, Tank. Great job.
That was Mom's idea. To pull out the white paper on the bar.
How cool is that to get the whole family involved? That is just awesome. But yeah, the only thing with the great product, great video, what Creo, he is, he's like I am. We've got faces for being a hand model. So the camera was supposed to be more close up, so we didn't see the face, just the hands. Creo did a great job with the hands, but the face got in there. So that was kind of, but other than that, great. Absolutely perfect.
And what most people don't know, Creo does all of that in 1 or 2 takes.
Really?
On our channel, it's 90% one take. For a video like this, I'll get him to repeat like a couple of key phrases that maybe he forgot. But that's mostly 1 or 2 takes. He doesn't have to repeat a bunch of times. He just knocks it.
Absolutely. That does not surprise me. Somebody said we're going to see Creo in the Super Bowl commercial next week.
Yeah. Yeah, John bought a Super Bowl ad for next week.
Yeah.
I can't sell myself. Hey,
I have a serious question. Did the deer picture in the background bother you, or do you think it added to it?
What?
Because Jeremy argued with me about the deer picture.
What picture?
Exactly. They were worried about the deer looking funny, and I was like, it don't matter.
What picture? All I was looking at was the rod.
Exactly.
Deers, the more outdoor kind of stuff you can get into a video like that, I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing.
Well, we were going to do it in Dad's outdoor kitchen. It's got a lot of nice cypress countertops and stuff. But he was busy boiling shrimp, which I ate shortly after filming that.
Oh, that would have, that good call there, because that would have just distracted, so we would have been looking at the rod, then the shrimp, then the rod, then the rod, then the shrimp, then the rod, then the shrimp. So yeah, good call not doing it in there. Man.
Yeah.
Leo said running his yap is a talent.
Well, like he always says at work, he gives classes all the time. He's good at like giving a little lesson or something like that. He's very good at it.
Well, that's why Corinne and I had such a good show. It was easy because we could both run our yaps, and one would stop for a few minutes, and the other one would talk, and then that one would stop, and then the other one would talk for a few minutes. So it worked out great.
Yep. Randy asked John if it'll be online for sale at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Downtown Bernie Brown's out there.
Thanks, Brian.
It was great seeing it. 30-some. I think there was interest out there. I don't know. There was 30 plus whatever people in for the show tonight. That was great.
I think there's 32 I seen.
I think the highest I saw was 34, 35, something like that. That's awesome.
I slapped my face so hard earlier with your dad joke. It's kind of warm now.
I got some more.
But yeah, it's we had to bring something new.
That's right.
We had to bring something new.
Yeah.
And there probably won't be any glow in the darks. That's we're gonna keep the vintage scheme.
Yep.
Y'all mind if I throw out my opinion on that? I think that all that kind of stuff, there's a reason that classics are classics and why they're timeless, because they're perfect the way they are. A lot of that, this and that and glowing and all that kind of stuff, you see, it's everywhere now, and it's been that way for a couple of years. It's going to fade back out again.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a reason that the classics are the classics. There's a reason why timeless is timeless, because it works. And like that's just my opinion on it. I'm in the old school. Shoot, I even like my white rods. So But yeah, the green like that, beautiful, man. That the cop, not taking anything away from the copper, but when I saw the green, that is just beautiful.
Well, that's like when I was on the water with them Saturday. It depended on how the sun hit, because you could look at the copper color rod and it would be a greenish tint, or you could look at the green rod and it had a bluish tint.
Yeah, I
That's
thought you
why
had.
we went with that. Yeah.
I thought you had about 4 or 5, 6 different colors, but no, it turned out to be just 2. So great job with that.
Yeah. And when the sun's behind them, they just look black. Like not shadow, but they just turn black. Like the deep purple black. It's gorgeous.
It's something. It's different.
There goes Parker, the box of chocolates again. I'm like that, yeah. Timeless and perfect.
and like we said earlier, it's not just choosing not to do glow in the dark, but choosing types of paint that will last longer. Because if it glows in the dark, it will fade faster than a non-glow in the dark. It's just kind of a fact of life on those rods.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But like I said, man, it worked really, really good. And current everything.
And if you're the kind of person that there's several kinds of us anglers out there. There's some that'll keep the wrap on the rod, until they actually get on the boat and in the water and take it off. And then as soon as they're done fishing, put it right back on. When they get home, they take them out of the sun. That's going to last. That color is going to last a lot longer than the people that just the rods are in the boat or in the back of the truck or whatever. And, so the more that it's under that sun and with no protection, et cetera, it's going to fade a lot quicker than if you put it away when you get back home.
And if you have to have glow in the dark, check out the RCT site, and there's a full lineup of glow in the dark Ancient Mariner rods.
Boom, boom, bam! There you go.
That's kind of the other thing is, the RCT site to hit different categories. You don't need to have 4 products of the same thing.
Great job, Tank. Great job. And there's different color reels, Ancient Mariner reels to match those rods. So there you go.
Like you saw my blue albatross on that orange one with the blue wrappings. That's just what I had. Threw it on there. Like, oh, this looks nice.
Yes, indeed.
It perfectly matched the guide wraps.
Yeah, you see him right there. Did you see that? Understand? You see him,
huh? Byron. No, Byron.
What?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, Parker, you gotta.
That rod is right there.
I'm gonna turn it different angles. Now, well, watch this section right here turn a blue color.
Well, and Byron, it's still fishing in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, we saw it. Look at that.
And look, it's small.
Mm-hmm.
It's a small rod.
Well, hopefully that's not what's being said after Spyron's comment, but I had to. It was right there. It was there.
Yep.
I'm gonna hide.
You're right.
Pause. I apologize. I apologize.
We try our best to get the best of the best of pictures that we can get or video that we can get of all these products that we coming up with.
Dang it.
And y'all know video pictures on a lot of items, it just doesn't do justice.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you see it in person, you're like, oh, that didn't look like that in the picture. Yeah, that's what it's hard to get quality pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And video, it's just hard.
Step into the sun with that rod, and it's wild.
Uh-oh. Do you see that question from Crappy Dave Darren?
No.
Not at CatCon.
No.
Will the new, totally redesigned, totally changed, redesigned red hooks be available at CatCon? He's just asking for Jerry and Danny.
You're going to get my ass in trouble.
Yeah, the design was so heavily altered that it's taking longer than expected.
I'll get
It's
you
like
back,
it's-
Tank.
Tank, it's like a whole new hook, right? Like totally different.
Totally different.
You see, I can get Tank before CatCon. I'm going to have to wait for CatCon. Damn over that.
I think you could take me though. I think you might be able to take me now, John.
As old as we are. As old as we. See, here you go.
Riled up. See what you did?
Oh crap! I got Parker after me. They're gonna get both of us now, John. What the heck did I do?
Parker comes after you with them catcher's mitts. It ain't good.
Come around, slap him with a baseball glove. But yeah, it's like I said, guys. It's just we're trying to bring quality, and it's just not trying to.
Creel, you almost made me vomit with that one. That was too much.
You see that one? He's gonna really get you in trouble. The new Red Crimsons are barbless J hooks.
Yeah, I got two guys that don't leave me alone about them red hooks, so I ain't worried about what the hell they all say.
Either Danny ain't watching or he choked on the food he eating.
Well, there goes Parker. He said, "Jeremy, I used to love you."
You know, John, I do believe that if for whatever reason, if those hooks are not being able to be made anymore, you know, I know, don't speak it out there, but I think that Danny and Parker would go across the country willing to pay double or triple to get any of the ones back from anybody that they could. I really do believe that's how that's how much they believe in those hooks.
They work really well. That's the thing.
Oh, don't forget 922 out there also. Yeah, there you go.
The focus for tonight was the rods. Everybody knows they're here and they're coming out.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And while everybody's here, I think the plan right now is not to have a show next week because it would be basically during the Super Bowl halftime show, and John really loves them halftime shows.
I probably wouldn't watch the game.
No, you wouldn't, but in general, don't want people to have to choose.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean,
It's also been described as a Chiefs holiday next Sunday.
Oh Lord, it's not the Saints are in it. But.
The red hook conversation brought Danny back.
he couldn't even finish taking a piss.
You gotta run out of the bathroom hearing this crap. Oh my goodness.
And he heard those comments and passed a stone.
That is right. Jerry caught a spoonbill on a red crimson. That's the first.
Yeah.
Oh, is that on that was a big spoonbill too.
Yep.
What was that big carp thingy? That wasn't on one. That was a big fish.
Yeah. David Smith said, "Don't screw them hooked up."
What's up, Buckman? David Smith.
You know what, John? I think there's more people than you realize that are, you know, Danny and Parker just seem to be the most violent about threatening if you change them. But I think there's a lot of people that would be very upset if you change them.
Yeah. That look, like we said before, material might change, but not the style. But so
we will be at CatCon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You walk in the front door,
Take a
take
right.
a right, If you see Steve Douglas's booth, walk back a couple steps because we're right next to him.
For anybody that's been to CatCon the past few years, it's where the YouTube area, where the YouTube area used to be. Like I said, the first aisle, walk straight back to the right in the very back corner. You got Steve's booth, and then you have RCT right there.
Yeah, I haven't been. I'm just going by the diagram.
No, it's perfect. That's the exact spot where the YouTube area. And what's good about that is there's a walkway behind you, or not a walkway, but space. So anybody that's at your booth, they can, you have a table and chairs back there if anybody wants to hang out, or they can do, interviews when you're back away from it a little bit. So it's a perfect.
We will have kind of a separate. Well, really, it's John's coffee area, but like a hangout area for friends of the channel. Like,
There you go.
Like our booth is interactive. You come in our booth to look at the products. You can come sit down and have some coffee with John in the booth. It's an interactive experience.
You guys gonna have a seating area set up for people if they just want to hang out too, right?
Yeah.
Bring your own chair.
Yep.
Our total space is 30 feet by 30 feet, and there's gonna be like 10 or 20 feet of the back of that is for John drinking coffee and talking to people.
What the what? Did you see what? I think that list of box of chocolates, you don't know what you get. It's growing. It's growing every.
But to be honest, Stan, this whole damn group is like that. You never know.
I'm not sure what to say about Spyron's comment.
Yeah.
Like Stan said.
That's right.
He's going to scare everybody from that end of the building back to us. It's like a deer drive, but for customers.
That's right. There you go. You get some Ancient Mariner and some RCT Speedos. Hey, go streaking through the Mad Cat's booth.
Glow-in-the-dark rod.
Have a good night, everyone fishing.
Oh my goodness.
I don't say he's good at scaring people.
Which, if anybody didn't know, Spyron, owner, operator, designer, brainchild of Ancient Mariner Fishing, will be at CatCon in the RCT booth.
Yeah.
You want to hang out with him, talk? He's super cool. Super chill guy.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn something about rod, reel, materials, engineering, or, I call him a genius. He doesn't like it when I do that, but he can teach you something.
Well, I like when he was on. Goodness gracious, it's probably been almost a year now.
Yeah.
When he was breaking down the Ancient Mariner reel, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But some of the things that old school. How many of us old school were taught when you were younger? You put Vaseline in there in the reel, and all this other stuff that. When he broke it down and explained it, and you saw the different parts in, especially the bait casting reels, like, oh man, I just realized what I said. But anyways, a lot of us think thought that's what you're supposed to do. But it was really great show when he was breaking down the reels and giving tips like about not putting that stuff in there and.
Yeah, he recently sent us a video, I'm pretty sure John got that, where he was showing how to test a carbon drag washer to tell if it's real carbon or not.
Did you see that?
And it involves a blowtorch.
He sent you that video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
great.
Apparently, if you take a handheld, like a little acetylene blowtorch to the washer, if it's a real actual carbon washer, like what's in an Ancient Mariner reel, it will not catch on fire. If it's not a real carbon washer and they just advertise it as such, it will burn like paper towel.
If it's not a true carbon, it'll actually get hot enough to where it'll just fold around like a piece of paper.
It has to do with the actual carbon doesn't let the heat pass through. So the fake carbon, the heat passes through and delaminates the epoxy on the backside.
Oh, Danny. I
I knew as soon, you know, when you say something, you're like, oh crap. I know I just effed up. I know that's the moment he knew he effed up. That was it.
Watch, Byron's going to call me later and say I explained it wrong.
Hey,
He's done that before.
run the video one more time, Tank, because Bug Man didn't see it.
Well, it just so happens.
Oh, Parker, oh my God.
Parker's a mess, boy. Him and they all get going, man. Now you understand what I mean about CatCon, Stan?
That's a scary trip right there. I wanted to go fishing with both of them. I'm not sure now. I'm a little scared.
I'm
You
still
got
scared.
Vaseline and sand and
Nobody knows what happened that day. They won't talk about it. But in Vicksburg last year, you had Creole, Jerry Parker, and Spyron on a boat together all day long with no camera or recording equipment to prove it.
At least say it's the white beach sand from the Gulf. There you go.
All right. Here you go again. Up Palmetto.
Okay.
Up Palmetto.
All right, here it is for the first time. We're very excited to announce.
For the third time.
Y'all see the RCT right here. This is the Rivercast Tackle brand J&S Signature Series Catfish rods. We've been working on this for a long time. We've got months and months and months of research into this, picking out the best materials that we could possibly source, but still give you a great rod at a great budget price. So this is what you get when you order one. Nice rod sleeve here. So let's unravel it, see what we got. Okay. First thing you'll notice, nice heavy duty double nutted reel seat. Got a really nice big relief cut. You can see the color of blank underneath that reel seat. Nice rubber grips, both on the butt and the forearm. Non-slip. That way this rod ain't gonna go nowhere no matter what's on your hands. And look at this color. This is one of two of the vintage color designs that we went with. This is a nice deep forest green. You got these dark red accents on the guides. And depending on how the light hits it, it'll actually shift colors just a little bit of a chameleon effect. So really, really beautiful depending on what light you got going on. But the best part and the most interesting part of this design is the acid wrapped design on the guide layout. I'm gonna try to do this where y'all can see it. But if you look down this camera, you'll notice that the guides have a twisting motion to it. Okay, what we've done here with this acid wrapping, this is proven saltwater technology that we've now brought to the catfishing world. Nobody else has done this yet. Really, really excited to offer this new rod to y'all. So we've got it in this, like I said, this color combination with the green and the red. And the other combination that we chose, again, kind of going with a vintage feel for the colors, is this beautiful copper colored rod with the blue accents. Beautiful, beautiful looking rod. Like I said, whenever the sun hits this, it's going to go into different shades. Looks great in the light. Over the course of many, many months, we sat down and chose the absolute best blend of high quality materials to give you the best of everything that we could possibly provide for the price. Strength, durability, flexibility, lightweight, and sensitivity, all packaged in this one beautiful rod. One of the key design features that we put into this rod that nobody offers on the catfishing market is this acid wrapped guide design. Now, folks, y'all may ask yourselves, why in the world do we want a rod with the guides that look like that? Well, it's very simple. When you're fighting these big fish, because of the layout of the guides, the line will always be pulling directly down on this blank. Therefore, you don't have the twist, you don't have the torquing in your hands while fighting these big fish. Drastically reduces the angler's fatigue of the hands and grip strength with zero sacrifices to casting distance. So you're going to have the longevity and the endurance to fight these big fish in these tough conditions without wearing yourself out. Designed by catfishermen for catfishermen. I can't wait for y'all to get y'all hands on these. Y'all come see us at CatCon. We gonna have these at the booth. Y'all come put your hands on them. Come talk to us. Very excited to offer this to y'all.
Did you see the deer this time? Yeah, in that shot is where Jeremy had his baits in the water for the Iron Cat tournament.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shots.
And
Palmetto, not only does it not
It
decrease it,
actually helps the casting
it's
distance.
yeah, it's
doesn't it?
helping the casting.
No, Palmetto, it does not decrease casting distance at all.
And Kevin Palmetto did bring up a good point. We talked a little bit about that with those rods, with the fluorescent rods and stuff like that, and if you take care of it, like we were saying, you put the rod sack back on it, you take it out of the boat, they'll last a long, long time. If you're not that great of doing that kind of thing, they will tend to fade. If you are the type that leaves it in the boat or leaves it sitting in the windows or anything like that in the back of the truck, any of the rods are going to have some fade. Just sunlight is hard on rods. The more it's in it, the harder it is.
Especially, we were saying earlier, these are not glow in the dark. The glow in the dark fluorescent paints will fade even faster. So if you like your rods to keep glowing in the dark,
Goodness gracious.
try to protect them in the daylight.
Guerrero, man.
Guerrero said he likes the copper and blue one.
Yeah.
Copper one is pretty, but catfish. Speaking of that, catfish and crappie said that looks like a good crappie spot, a sacrilege spot to me.
That little lake is for sure. We were standing at the landing when I told you Dad was catching a bunch of channel cats in his traps. It was in that body of water.
Oh wow!
Like 5 minutes from that ramp down the. That's one of them. Stan, you know them. It's a bayou, but it's a ancient Mississippi River channel.
Mm-hmm.
That's now like 6 foot deep.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Just nothing but cypress.
Just realized he's in the middle of the stream.
John, Danny brought up somebody's going to open that package and not realize it was acid wrap.
No, because we pretty good on that when we get an order in on just about any of the equipment we sell. We specify and ask questions that's like our 8/0 hooks. When someone orders 8/0 hooks, we make we respond right back to them. Are you looking for the German alloy 8 or the crimson red 8s?
Yeah.
You know, we if they look for an Ancient Mariner real, are you looking for the 6,000 original or are you looking for the 6,000 albatross? You know, we do good on that part as far as making sure everyone is on the right page of what they're expecting to get.
Will get when you pull that rod out in a crowd or you're fishing with it, somebody will walk up to you and tell you your 2-piece rod is crooked.
Look, believe it or not, this was back before we started selling Ancient Mariner products. I went on a live with, I think it was Danny, Richard, Jerry. I think Jerry was in there. And it was a Fishing and Freedom live. And someone in the comments had made the remark, because I was using my customs, and they made the remark, look, you need to fix your rod. You ain't got it right because the guys are twisted. And then they said, then before I could say anything, they come right back and says, oh, I see, it's made that way. It has happened.
Yep, the rubberized handles like that are more expensive to put on, like component wise, than EVA foam. But we all agreed it really comfortable. Doesn't slip in you, like you can cut a slicker, grab the rod, and you don't slip. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Skipjack, I'm sorry.
I think slick is more appropriate.
I think so.
So yeah, Palmetto, the eye being twist like that, it don't mess with the casting distance.
No.
If it affects it, it's for the positive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of course, I'm good at casting rods, and Tank can tell you that. But
Only done it for the last 120 years.
Hey, damn it!
He was casting off the Noah's Ark, man.
I'm going.
Hey, young guys. That sounds like elder abuse there. What are y'all doing to us?
Shit and everything else.
Look, that's my payment for making videos is I get to make jokes.
Yeah. But I mean, I can cast the rod either way. I can cast it overhand, or I can cast a side cast, and I'm gonna cast it the same distance. You know, me personally, I like the rod because the way I got my tops and stuff set up on the pontoon, this Tank can tell you when I got limited room at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's much easier to make side cast off the back of the pontoon than it is an overhand. And I'll send it even with a side cast. It'll go.
That's a good point.
Before CatCon, John sent me a video and he's explaining it all. I'm going to use that not next week, but the week after the Super Bowl, and we'll have more like action shots of the rod.
Yeah.
If you want to do any better than that, Tank, we'll meet up.
I mean,
it don't matter to me.
About to be gone.
It don't matter to me.
Yeah, seen that one, Mark.
Yeah, well, but I don't take a whole lot of trust in a rat.
Well, look at
up here in Milwaukee, man. Up here in Wisconsin, they're using goats now.
Yep.
For those that have watched the channel for a few years, we know February 2nd, Groundhog Day, yeah, but it's Stanhog Day. So the video, it will be out tomorrow. I'm not so sure that the Stanhog predicted 6 more weeks of winter. We'll just have to see what happens. But I don't think he predicted 6 more weeks of winter. So when that comes out tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see.
And if we do it in a 2-foot 10-footer, we'll make sure that it's going to be easy easy for people to put a two-piece rod together and still have them right.
We'll have to put some marks on the rod, like line up the lines, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, Palmetto, that rod, and you know, at least 100 of them just like it will be at CatCon for people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll leave you some space on the trip home because they're all going to be gone, John.
Yeah.
I know I'd
Like
have trouble reading.
I told them they
Palmetto's
will.
comment. Wait, Stan, read Palmetto's comment. Give us an accent.
Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Let's see here. Let's see. Creole said, I read that in Palmetto's Creole voice. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Let me find it.
Right
Right
Hey,
there.
you found it for
I just went back and watched the raw presentation. Oh, heard the Creole Jeremy. Y'all come get that rod now down at the CatCon.
Can I even? Let's see. Head down, y'all Creole Jeremy. Y'all come
There
get
you
that
go.
rod that CatCon.
I got to come down for a week. I'll have the right accent again.
Yeah.
Last time I was
shine in 30 minutes, it'll come back.
Last time I was down there was we lived up in New York and I managed restaurants. I worked in restaurants, and when I came back, literally it took me like 2-3 weeks for the guests and that were coming in to understand what I was saying to them, and because I just picked it up so quick for the few weeks I was down there. They were like, "What?" They had, "What you guys saying? I don't understand what you guys are saying."
Yeah.
Yes.
Snapping them two fillets together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creole style.
But yeah, we're gonna have more details on them the last week before CatCon.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to remember to bring your meats down to the CatCon for the grill now.
and
John, am I doing it right?
Hell, I don't know.
Don't forget the onion, the cayenne pepper, the cayenne pepper. Woo! Guarantee that's a meal now.
Lord have mercy. Look what Parker put in there.
Yeah, Jeremy has way more accent off camera.
With the dude from Clean Blade.
Again, Stan knows I have like no accent. Jeremy has very little compared to what most of our friends have, because we've been out of state too much around other people.
Yeah, and then you're on here with all of us so much. It does, like you get away from it and it changes. When I was in the military, it was like from all different parts of the country, and it was just your accent changed all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord knows what. I mean, look at Lance from Hawaii to Texas, the Hawaiian fisherman in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, eh?
Lance's accent doesn't make sense. It's its own.
Lance is all screwed up. He's from Hawaii, lived in Texas, went to Louisiana, and now he's in Sheboygan.
Yep.
I still remember the first time I talked to Lance, and I'm thinking, oh, the Hawaiian fisherman. Where are you from? Sheboygan. What? I took a couple minutes to figure that one out.
Yeah.
He still don't have. Well, you can't blame him. Lord have mercy.
No, I ain't got that Wisconsin accent.
Most of the time, they ask me where Lance is from. I say south of Canada.
I like this one,
He
Lance.
ain't
It's like a
wrong.
Luca Laka Burbot.
And that bourbon,
There you go.
good night.
Oh man.
I mean, Stephanie has the nice Southern lady accent, but I think she's camera shy.
I don't know. He said you had a Southern accent. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Audra says she can understand Miss Steph perfectly fine, but she said it takes a little bit. She got to listen real good when John talks.
Who? Audra?
What the what?
Yeah.
Oh, wait till I get her ass now. Yeah, he's
That's
a
right.
fisherman.
Guerrero's saying it shouldn't be the wine fisherman. It should be the relocated fisherman.
Right.
That's awesome.
I think.
Well,
Stan,
the
were you
thing-
on yet when I told you Jeremy was cleaning out the boat today to put it on consignment?
Yes, that's awesome, dude.
Parker.
So a little plug there. If you're looking to go on a guided trip, if you're coming out east, check out Goober Time Guide Service out here on the James River. You want to go fish the Mississippi. You want to see some of that get some of that Louisiana life, get some of that, hear some of that language we try to be talking right now. You go out there to Griot Guide Service. You got you got links and all that stuff yet, or that's still coming up?
I have a Facebook page.
There you go.
Uh,
Oh Lord.
if Jeremy's here, link something in there.
Look what Dan put in there.
That's right. Lance was actually in the Hawaiian Syndicate out there, and
Yeah, now he's in witness protection program.
they're like, they're never going to look for him. They'll never look for him up here in Sheboygan.
He just,
I got a story for you guys backstage after this.
Uh-oh.
he said, but they have to keep moving him because he won't stay off of his ass off of YouTube.
I can relate to that. I can relate to that one.
Yeah, Kevin, Jeremy looked at a pro guide too, but he looked at the price and changed his mind.
Yeah, I guess y'all gonna have to keep dealing with me and my antique tune. So yeah, as long as I keep doing stuff like this right here, I ain't gonna be able to buy no boat. Yeah.
There's another box of chocolates. There's Parker. Everyone thinks they shot Bin Laden. It's actually Lance. He's in.
Don't get
me and Spyron seen him on live one night.
Started.
No, we were on video chat one night with Lance out there fishing for them tadpoles, and the way he was wrapped up, he looked like a Unabomber.
Oh my.
Yes, indeed. But guys, I think we done burn up enough everybody's time. And
can you imagine 85K for a boat? Goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's talking about the Dynasty 2.0, and like he said, starts at it gets over 6 figures very quickly, especially if you imagine 300 on it.
At one point, you could have bought a whole trailer park for 85K. Now all you get is a boat,
right?
Jeremy's. I bought where I'm living brand new. It's a trailer. It was brand new. The boat Jeremy bought, on the order price is double what I paid for this place.
Yeah, it's crazy. That is something, isn't it?
Yep.
Even here where we're at, there was when we first moved down to Virginia, 2011, 10, 11, right in there. You could get some houses. You could get some houses in Richmond and stuff, and it was like $35,000. One small 1-2 bedroom house. little like quarter-acre plot and stuff, and
Oh, you
forget
get
it. Those
60,000 20 years ago. You can get something pretty nice.
yeah, those
Now
same
it's just
houses
buy you
now
an
are
aluminum John boat.
100,000. Yeah. Well, and then you get the truck. Trucks cost that much now too. So
What? Most trucks are 70 and up.
crazy,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I looked last night for I don't know why, but you know how like if you do Ford build-in price, it has the lowest starting at price. The plain F-150 XL, it said starting at 38,000.
That was rolled in.
That still has the window.
My God.
It's got the windows. It's got the 8-track.
Yeah.
Don't even have cassette in it yet. It's got 8-track player in it.
You're right, Parker. After COVID, everything went.
Yeah. But
Yes,
yeah, we're gonna call it a night. Everybody have a good week, and we see you guys in a couple weeks. Next week, no shows. Super Bowl.
Yeah, piss on Super Bowl.
We'll see the week after that. We'll have more rod details, lots more rod details by then.
Yeah.
Thanks
Yeah.
for letting me come up
Everybody
again
have a good
tonight.
week.
A lot
Yep.
of fun. A lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody have a good week. We'll see you in a couple weeks.